So in my business, in my coaching business, I work with a lot of technically focused people. So by that I mean I work with a lot of engineers, project managers, accountants, and so people from pure like processing analytical thinkers. So neuroscience was a really good explanation of being able to describe and tell people, what part of the brain lights up, in certain situations. So it really removed all of that emotion from a situation, so people could look at it in more of a rational approach and apply it to, what they do, and not only what they do, but what they see others do. A big part of my learnings and understanding about how the brain works is around, developing good brain health. And by that I mean, developing good cognitive resilience. So they really work hand in hand. So you hear a lot today about individuals or organisations or businesses wanting to develop, individual resilience or organisational resilience. And quite often that starts with processes and tools and techniques. But for me, it really goes back to how we think. We had a perception that our brains were hardwired and we couldn't change our thinking or change the way they were wired. But now we've found that to be, untrue. So cognitive plasticity is all about creating new pathways, creating new thinking. I think that's really important with coaching, because we know that to work towards achieving something new, you need to develop a new way of doing something or develop new thinking to be able to work towards it rather than move away from it. If we go into a situation with the growth mindset, then we're more open to taking a risk and trying something new. And as a result of that, we will be open to new ideas. We won't be closed. More than 40% of all the activities we do in a day are habits. And the brain loves habit. The brain loves habit because it likes to preserve as much energy as it can. So whatever it can put onto autopilot, it will. Even though we have the best intentions and action plans set up from the coaching program to work towards achieving a new goal, at some point it's likely that an old habit, will pop up and actually prevent us from moving forward. Every habit has something that will trigger it. That then enacts a behaviour, and then somewhere along the line we normally reward ourselves for that habit, whether it's good or bad. So it's really an important understanding when you're going through coaching, because you want your new thinking or the way you approach a new task as a result of the actions you're setting for yourself. You want that to become a good habit that you embed. When you reward yourself, it increases your level of motivation and encourages you to come back and do it again and again. When you lead with a brain in mind, you're not only more self-aware of your own response, but you're also much more aware of how others will respond around you.